raboko soko, mahanda akasata, reke yamanda raboko sokota, ronda yakande eke seke la mama manda rabakase, meta rabakande la babakaso, yalamana niana no, sakayato yakande, yamakato yabatadia city akano yakatara city. Power! In the name of Jesus.
And here we have Cake, who is crashing out, mad at her moderators, who, by the way, work for free.
Nobody don't know my mods. So how about that? I bet you that. I never tell nobody else my mods. Never. Tree, I'm finna block you, to be honest. You to ask me, what's my cash out? Send something to my cash out, then I'll mod you. Send me $50 right now, and then I'll mod you. Until then, no. You to ask me a million questions. I'm gonna post my CA, send $50 to it. And I promise you will be modded. Send it to it. Come to my page. Her scamming, you begging for views. But you calling me a scammer and you begging for views.
But Cake is a scammer. Cake is the one who has the bad foot. I'm surprised she didn't show it in this video because she likes to show it off. Let's make something real clear about moderators, okay? Moderators work for free. They are the people that a YouTube, TikTok creator, any channel creator, it doesn't matter what platform, but typically they're used for TikTok, YouTube, or any other platform. Typically, especially if you live stream. Cake saying, pay me $50 to make you a moderator. That is a bunch of crap, because first off, a real creator like me, I'm not going to select you as a moderator because you paid me. That is stupid. That is like, hey, let me go ahead and work all day and I'll pay you to let me work all day. That is called volunteer work. Okay. Volunteer. I put in my time, effort. I might even have to put in some cost, and I'm just going to help you out. Cake is so desperate for money, however, okay, and she hates the pushback that her audience gives her, including her moderators, and sometimes, and we saw one fam about a month or so ago, okay, and she was really, really mad at one of her moderators, especially mad because the moderator she felt did not back her up, I guess when someone was criticizing her begging and all of that. I don't understand why anyone wants to even be a moderator for a creator with that type of personality. I don't understand it, but you have to just, guys, I gotta beg you to understand this, okay? When it comes to these beggars, everything is about the dollar. You want something from them, you need to pay them. And well, to a certain angle, I could say, okay, that could be respectful. You know, they're working hard. You know, this is their career. The problem is all these beggars do, unlike other creators. You know, you got TikTok creators that show you how to make a cake. They help you budget. Okay, they're doing artistic things. They're giving you something. All the beggars do is scream at you, cuss you out, and then they block you after you have donated. Very, very common to be blocked. That's all these beggars do.
What the fuck? You are begging for views. You just begged. Y'all, make this make sense, y'all. She just said I was a beggar, right? But she just came on the page and said, y'all come over here. She begging for views.
If you ask me, no, why you ain't reach your goal yet? Because everybody ain't doing what they can. That's the problem.
Brianna.
Everybody ain't doing what they can. We got some people that come in here, and don't get me wrong, they swing. They knock the goal down 100, 200, 500, okay? And that's great. But they will only help us reach the goal if everybody does the little stuff too. You have to do the little stuff too, chat. That means if you're one of those people that only have $1 to send and you're not sending your dollar, you're the reason why the goal is not moving.
Isn't that wonderful? If you're not the one paying, if you are not paying us, then you are to blame as to why we are not making our goal. That is low down skanky behavior, Brianna. Low down skanky. Brianna, if you're the failure of a mother, that's because it's on you, honey. If you're a failure at being able to provide for your family without showing yourself begging on TikTok, that's on you. And, you know, your kids, Brianna, may be young right now. Eventually, they're going to get older and they're going to have the entire school laughing at them because mama is a beggar on TikTok.
The small numbers help. So we've gotten a lot of big numbers, a lot of hundreds, a lot of 50s, a lot of 20s. But I'm looking for the small numbers.
And the reason, fam, she's looking for the small numbers, I want you to think of the prosperity preachers that, you know, we like to focus on from time to time on this channel. She's looking for the small numbers because the large donors, she's worn out their budget. They can only donate, you know, so many hundreds and $200s. It's crazy that people even donate it, but they do. But the big donors are getting worn out. You know, it's kind of like, what is it they say in business? Most of the money from a business comes from the middle class. It's the everyday people. Well, she's starting to discover that, you know, she need to have the middle class people in there. So the big donors are starting to get tired of her. They've spent their money. Now she needs all the little people like us to come and give her $1 or $2. Don't give her a freaking dime. Oh, look, you guys, it's Intuitive Anthony.
God took everything from me. He took everything. But my dog, I let him run loose so they can go potty. And she went right back to the room like that was our room, like we were still staying there. And it broke my heart to see her wanting to get in the room, and we ain't got no place to stay. She wanted to get in the room and lay down on the bed. And we don't have a bed for her to lay down on. Me and the dogs be out here, but we okay. It's cold, but we're wrapping up with each other.
He's sitting outside with the dog in the cold with his little hat on.
It's really cold, but we're all right. But what did I do?
Intuitive Anthony, you can stop fake crying. The entire internet knows you fake cry. I know you fake cry. My audience knows you fake cry. And don't pull that stunt about, oh, this is a service dog. Remember he tried that stunt not too long ago, fam? Okay, this summer he tried the stunt of, oh, I need to have people donate to me because these are service dogs. We're supposed to go on a train and oops. Turns out I can't take the service dogs on the train, but that's okay. A friend is supposed to come and pick me up so I can go stay at their place. And oops, the friend couldn't come pick them up. There's lots and lots of oops. Oh, this didn't work out. Can't do it after all. Intuitive Anthony, you can stop your bag. We all know it. And by the way, he's the one that also says that he has constant chemo. Like chemo keeps going on and on and on. I would think with all those chemo sessions, you know, just saying, okay, I've known people who've had to undergo chemo and they've never undergone as many sessions as he has to. He's a real piece of work. Oh, look, you guys, it's Zim. Oh my Lord. You know what's scary? I get to know these beggars. And remember, there are thousands of beggars on TikTok. What you see on this channel is just, it's a sliver.
I just don't want to go look, and then you got to get it tested. You got to get the engine. Like, you got to bring a mechanic with you. Car shopping is just like house shop because I don't want to just buy any car. I'm not finna do that.
She wants her viewers to buy her a car.
At all. It's just expensive too, exactly. So I know we just did this. So I say, give it, I'm going to say maybe 6 months, not even 6 months. With me making my content, him working, us putting the checks together, making it happen. And then we got to be mindful, we paying everything in this house. All bills is all on us.
In other words, you're like every other adult. And she always has her multitude of kids. I think she's got 4 kids or so screaming in the background. So like every other adult, all the bills are on us. Guess what? My HOA is on me. All assessments are on me. Property taxes are on me. See, here's a lot of the problem, you guys. A lot of these beggars, for whatever reason, they feel that they should be put somehow or another on a higher pedestal because of the bills that they have to pay. So they want the money that you make instead of paying your bills. They want you to give it to them so they can pay their bills. Never mind, they're grown ass adults. Azim is no exception. And she got a lazy bum of a husband.
We paying everything. The lawn and landscaping, we're responsible for everything.
Can anybody else help me? If you can send $5, if you can send 10, if you can send $2, if you gonna send gifts, you might as well just send $1 because you wasting your money. Honestly, I'm gonna just be real. These flowers, it's gonna take y'all sending me. It's gonna take y'all sending me at least 200 or 300 roses and to get to $1.
This is why the TikTok beggars hate the roses so much. The only thing the roses really do, because they're worth a penny, like probably half a penny after TikTok gets to share. And by the way, people go, oh, TikTok should end the begging. No, we don't want TikTok to end the begging. It's fodder for this channel. Well, no, we love the begging, okay? But there's also a reason TikTok's not going to end it, although there have been threats that they would. TikTok takes about 50 to 55% of what the beggars make. through their donations. Yes, TikTok takes it, which is why the begging will never end. And it's also why a lot of the beggars prefer that you go to GoFundMe, also known as GFM. They use a lot of abbreviations, CA for Cash App and stuff like that. They would rather have you donate to their GoFundMe, but that's kind of a double-edged sword there because GoFundMe can take up to a month before they get it. So they cuss you out because you donated on TikTok, and TikTok takes around 45, 55%, and then they cuss you out because you donated on GFM, and that took them a month. This is why I say don't do it, folks. Oh, fam, look. It's Tim, and he's back with the shower curtain. Ugh.
This is what happens. Everybody's told to ignore the person who's bullying you. Don't give in to. Don't do this. Don't do that. And then the next thing you know, you've got somebody's done built up some pressure in them that they're going to snap on somebody. They can't deal with it. But we're all just supposed to sit back and take it. Bullying at its best, 100%. Sitting there talking about how gross it is that I'm trimming my beard. You don't have to stream me. You don't have to be watching me right now. I'm tired of these people every day. That's what all y'all scream. Tax fraud. He's frauding the food stamps. I don't get food stamps because I turned in when I started working and lost my food stamps because I make too much money. I'll file taxes on my Cash App. And see, Rachel, you go to body shaming. See my point? I'm not even asking anybody for anything tonight. We're just battling, having fun.
Hey, I want the record, just to make sure we're very clear here. I do not body shame on this channel. He brings up his body all the time, which makes me think he's more concerned about than the rest of us. I mean, just saying. But fam, do you guys remember when Tim and Angela, because this is her husband who made, if you're new to the channel, we got to keep you in the know on who everybody is. So this is the Tim and Angela duo, right? The train wreck. Okay. Remember when Tim and Angela got their car, like in 2025, it kind of looked like that burgundy type grandpa's Buick sort of look. Okay. And I was very nice, fam. I was very nice. It was like, okay, you got yourself a car. Nice job. Good job. I didn't say something snarky and sarcastic. I didn't say, oh my God, you got yourself a new car. Those tires are just going to be begging for extra PSI every time you guys get into it. I didn't say that. I kept that thought to myself. So I want to make real clear, we do not body shame on this channel. That is wrong, wrong, wrong. But Tim seems to bring it up all the time.
I'm so tired of the accusations with no proof. Ain't nobody crying about being bullied. I'm taking a stand against it. And if more people would do that, if more people would step up, but they don't do it because of ignorance says something like that. And
they're too big to step up, but they want everyone else to step up.
Makes people go, I'm going to be made fun of even more if I stand up against bullying. If someone says something to you that you don't like, you should be able to stand up and say, hey, I don't like that.
How much do I need today? Ideally 30 for the time being, if I can. If I can get...
This is Krista, who looks more tired than Sleepy Joe Biden.
30 right now. I pay attention to what my body needs, so sometimes I can skip a breakfast and I'll be all right. Other times I can eat just a little bit. Other times I need a bigger meal if I'm feeling kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Your body feels a little different. So, yeah, I'm out of gas, like, completely. Corset.
Do this without help from others. I need a little human compassion, a little help. God knows. God knows how much I've given this life. God knows how much I've done. God knows each and every day.